Welcome to my channel once again. Let's discuss Antarctica. A frequently asked question is why the Antarctic is considered a continent while the Arctic is not, yet they are both polar regions of the Earth. The answer lies in the definition of a continent. The key word when defining a continent is the term landmass. The Arctic or the North Pole is a sea surrounded by land, while the Antarctic or the South Pole is a landmass surrounded by sea. The Antarctic, therefore, meets the criteria to be considered a continent while the Arctic does not. The Antarctic is the fifth largest continent with an area of about 5.5 million square miles, but it is the least populated with about 1,000 people due to the extremely low temperature. Surprisingly, both polar regions constitute the two largest deserts on the planet. The Antarctic is the world's largest desert. The whole landmass is practically barren and cannot support vegetation. The Arctic extends to territories claimed by the United States, Sweden, Russia, Norway, Canada, and Denmark. It is the second largest desert in the world. The polar regions are considered deserts because they experience minimal amounts of precipitation or none at all. For precipitation to occur, liquid water needs to evaporate, condense, and fall back as rainfall. The polar regions are extremely cold that water cannot evaporate, and the water vapor that is carried along by clouds freeze and fall as snow rather than rainfall.
Since the inauguration of President Barack Obama in 2008, world leaders have shown an unusually keen interest in the continent of Antarctica. Both President Obama and his Vice President Joe Biden made trips to the wintry land along with other prominent world leaders such as the President of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin. In addition to that, there has been a lot of building activity in Antarctica recently, with countries such as South Korea, China, and India all establishing a fairly formidable presence. But why is everyone suddenly so interested in the inhospitable continent? The staircase to where? Recently a mysterious huge staircase discovered in the Antarctic could be proof of some kind of an alien invasion, according to many, and perhaps one of the reasons why there has been so much interest in the area. Satellite images have revealed what appears to be a massive staircase leading up the side of a huge mountain. The area is supposed to be a barren wasteland just off the coast of Antarctica, covered in a thick blanket of snow. Some suggested the huge staircase could be part of a pyramid structure, with truth seekers believing Antarctica is the real site of the city of Atlantis, while others claimed the lines were tracks left behind by a UFO. Buzz Aldrin is the guy who talked about the spaceships out by the moon when he was there. So why did they send him to Antarctica? Yes, to see if it's the same ships he saw? Let's not forget that Buzz was supposedly evacuated from the South Pole due to health concerns, and had mysteriously and alarmingly tweeted a photograph of a mountain along with a chilling comment, "We are all in danger. It is evil itself," and showed a photograph of a pyramid located at the South Pole as shown here. Mr. Aldrin seems to be referring to this object, as seen in a serial photo from Google Earth, as has been reported by worldwide media. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry recently traveled to the South Pole, allegedly to become better informed about climate change. Kerry was the highest-ranking U.S. government official ever to visit the South Pole, and his visit struck many as unusual. Few saw any purpose whatsoever to sending America's top diplomat to the farthest reaches of the Earth to see ice. I don't think so. A shocking report, which was apparently produced by the Russian Ministry of Defense, MOD, has been circulating around the Kremlin. This mind-boggling report states that two satellites of the Aerospace Forces are being used for the protection of the Russian Federation military research vessel, Admiral Vladimirsky, which has recently left the Saudi Arabian port of Jeddah, apparently taking on board with it a mysterious object called the Ark of Gabriel. According to the report, President Putin has deemed this object to be that important that he has called in naval warships, including guided missile cruiser Varyak, the Sovereignty A-class destroyer Bystry, Boris Chilykin-class fleet oiler Boris Ptolema, and the powerful salvage tug Alata, that upon the ending of their current mission in India, they are to rendezvous with the Admiral Vladimirsky in the Southern Ocean, providing it protection as it sails to Antarctica. Clearly, whatever this ark is, it is of a huge significance to the Russian president. The report apparently confirmed that the mission started after the contacting on 25 September of His Holiness Patriarch Kirill of Moscow by representatives of the custodian of the two holy mosques in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, regarding a mysterious ancient device, weapon discovered under the Masjid al-Haram Mosque, the Grand Mosque, during what has turned into an extremely controversial and top-secret construction project which originally began in 2014. Something has clearly got the Russian president's immediate attention. Could this creepy event also have some important relevance into what's going on at the Antarctica? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to put a like and subscribe to my channel. Corsair out.